everyone, and welcome to a second royal reading today here at MadWorldTarot. I'm looking at a Neil Sean story now, so it's an allegedly story. He claims that it's 100% true, that the source is impeccable and this 100% happened, the story. And it is that back in the day when the has-been was in the UK, for his court case, and he was caught on the door cam, knock, 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 looking for friendies to talk to, allegedly. Not the other things people thought he might be looking for, allegedly. Neil Sean at the time said there was more to the story. And now it transpires that the more to the story is that he wasn't only knocking on friends' doors, he was also possibly knocking on the door of Kensington Palace, trying to get a series of notes sent in person by hand to the Princess of Wales. And there were rumblings at the time of some sort of attempt at reconciliation, but this is allegedly 100% true, that he had written a series of get well messages to the Princess of Wales, very concerned about her illness, misses her. Of all the people in the UK, she's the one he really misses. Speculation that it's because she's the one who really got him and was kind and sympathetic and supportive and understood his mental illness, or his alleged mental illness, and all of that. Radiant Wise Spirit on the tarot table. I'm going to have a quick look at this. We're going to ask his feelings towards the Princess of Wales. We're going to ask, did he really write some messages to her, a series of notes that he tried to drop off. We're going to ask Meghan, how does Meghan feel about Harry's ongoing desire, allegedly, to connect with his sister-in-law, who we all know Meghan really does not like, shall we say allegedly. And how does Meghan feel about finding this out? Because this was all sneaking around behind her back. It's been now revealed by Neil Sean. Neil Sean claims that Meghan watches his channel, allegedly. So was there something of an explosion when this news emerged? And then the Princess of Wales herself, how did she feel when she got the notes? Her response, if any, very difficult for her to engage with Harry while he's still married to Meghan, because of course no one trusts anything that goes on there, that anything that is said will of course arrive in the press or on a Netflix documentary and all that jazz. So there's that. Then I want to know about an apology, because surely the obvious thing to do is to, if you really are sorry, not sorry, there wasn't a sorry word in there, but if you miss a person and you're worried about them, the obvious thing to do in the circumstances is to apologize. A public apology, I think, would go a long way. So how would it go down, a public apology? You know, we know you weren't racist, you shouldn't have been called that, we're very sorry, we miss you, we love you, we're so sorry that you're ill. How would it go down, and would he ever, or isn't he allowed? We're going to ask about that. 8 of Pentacles is the underlying energy, and I need to remind you, it's tarot, and it's for fun and entertainment, or my opinion, or wild speculation, and just read rumor. Just read energy. I do just read rumors, really. That's quite true. And of course, disclaimer in the box below. Our underlying energy is the lazy card, the grifter card, 8 of Pentacles in reverse, not being a working royal, not doing what you were supposed to do, not showing up for people, not supporting people, not being there for the royal family in its hour of need, being very focused on your own coin, your own money, your own enterprises, and really not helping others. I don't normally get helping others in the 8 of Pentacles, but it's the working royal card when it's upright. So we have non-working royals here. We have someone who went off to find his fortune, and well, he has paid a really terrible price for doing that, in my opinion. Not only my opinion, many people's opinion. Heart of the matter, what are... Ooh, we're dealing with the 3 of Swords. I haven't seen that card for a while. Probably the most painful card in the tarot, the 3 of Swords. Agony, betrayal, wretchedness, heartbreak. 3 people usually involved in the 3 of Swords. And there are three people in this. There's Harry and Meghan, and then the Princess of Wales. And there can be no reconciliation with the Princess of Wales while Harry is in any sort of relationship with Meghan Markle, or any sort of contact with her. Basically, this situation can never be resolved. But we'll see what the cards have to say. That's my opinion, of course, reading the energy of the Three of Swords, and has been possibly just beginning to figure that out. So his feelings about the Princess of Wales, her illness, missing her, losing her support, her friendship, her kindness. How does he feel? I've got the Two of Pentacles, the juggling card, and we famously saw him juggling behind the window outside while Meghan was doing that ridiculous 40 by 40 thing with Melissa McCarthy years and years ago on her 40th birthday, her alleged 40th birthday. Tess is having a little nightmare, if you can hear that. He's trying to play both sides with that Two of Pentacles. He believes, so much for my theory with the Three of Swords, he believes that he can placate the one side and please the other side. He believes this. Not the brightest, and possibly never has been told that he's done something bad, and that he needs to apologize, and that he can't have his cake and eat it. But it's very much having cake and eating it. Energy there. For me, as an energy reader, it's about prioritizing, and it's like, okay, who do I choose? But I choose both when the card is upright. That's how it's reading for me. Tell me about this writing notes to her thing that we've heard from Neil Sean. What energy is there around that? Ooh, we've got the Empress in reverse. That's Catherine. That's her. That's how he sees her. And she's unavailable. She's gone cold on him. The support has gone. It's not a messaging card, but it is love. The Empress is ruled by Venus. It's love. And it's value. A very high status woman, a very valuable woman, someone who was nurturing and loving and kind and generous, and that has been withdrawn, and he wants it. It's a mother figure more than a sister figure. She really filled a void for Harry before Meghan came along and decided to be Mummy Diana too. I'm stunned by the level of loss that I'm now feeling. He still believes he can have his cake and eat it, but the loss is extreme. It's off the charts with the Empress in reverse and the Three of Swords. So let's move on to Meghan and her feelings about Harry's obvious ongoing affection, love even, for the Princess of Wales. How does Meghan feel about that? Ooh, the Chariot in reverse. Can't stand it. And the reason she can't stand it primarily is because of Prince William. He is the Chariot. He is the Cancerian major arcana. He is the very high status male who is one day going to be king. It's there in that energy of the Chariot because it's goals and drive and destiny, destination. It's in reverse. It's waiting. He's king in waiting. She can't stand the fact that Prince William is king in waiting and he didn't fall for her. We all saw the looks and the come hither sort of messaging that was going on, and we saw the scarfing and all the rest of it from Prince William. He saw right through her. He didn't fall for any of her schemes, her machinations. But for Meghan, this is something that must be stopped because the Chariot in reverse can't deal with this, can't bear it. It has to be stopped somehow. So how did she feel when she found out? Allegedly, this was all done behind her back. So feelings when she discovered what Harry had done. Very, very negative. 8 of Cups in reverse. This is stuck in an energy of sorrow. Can't move on from this. Chariot in reverse can't move on from something as well. Just an extra bit of energy into that Chariot in reverse. Same as the 8 of Cups in reverse. You cannot let go of something, you can't move on. She can't believe that he still pines, he still yearns, he still misses people, he's still stuck in that energy of grieving and regret, and if only things had gone differently. She is allegedly a narcissist. Narcissists allegedly, by all accounts, I'm not diagnosing, I'm not a mental health expert, but allegedly don't really have genuine feelings. They can put masks on, they can mimic emotions, they can pretend, but they don't really feel feels like the rest of us do. And so she can't get it, she can't relate to it. Why is he still stuck in the past? Why is he still pining for these people? He should just move on, let go and move on. She's managed to isolate herself from her entire family and Harry's family. Why can't he do the same? What's wrong with him? Come on, you know, toughen up. There's plenty of other people out there. Catherine, her feelings when she got the scrawled note. Can you imagine what the note was like? There's Harry, Knight of Pentacles, in reverse. She sees that he's taken a wrong path. Upright, he's loyal, he's dedicated, he's consistent, he's solid, he is devoted and dedicated and all those good things. Supporting the family, Eight of Pentacles. She sees that he's taken a wrong turning, that he's on the wrong track. Also, it's my fell off the horse and landed on your head card when it's in reverse. A bit dense, a bit injured, really not doing his duty, not understanding even what his duty is. She sees it all, she understands it all. I think there's some pity in that energy. I'm reading energy, of course, and there is some there. Her response, what did she do, if anything? How did she react? Justice. Justice showing up a lot lately. Everybody's got their sense of right and wrong and what is their due and what should happen and how it should happen. And it's fairness, primarily justice. And I think she is a very fair person. Inherently a fair person, and I should imagine that that's one of the reasons why she was so badly wounded by all the unfair allegations aimed at her by a particular person, and then allowed by that particular person's dim-witted husband, the has-been. But it's giving me due process as well. It's giving me lawyers. She would not have responded directly to the has-been. Never, never, never. Not with the justice card. If she responded at all, it would have been through lawyers. It would have been through courtiers. It would have gone through the appropriate channels. And we did hear ages ago that the only communications between Mudslide Mansion and Buckingham Palace, Kensington Palace, was through lawyers. It had got that bad that long ago. It's one of the reasons why possibly there has been still bleats on about mediation. And if only they could have mediation, everything would be fixed. I'm actually wanting to look at that. And with this justice card that's showing up so much, I am going to look at it soon. Lawyers. Formal procedures. Keeping her hands clean. Making damn sure that nothing can ever be used against her. So let's move on to the apology thing. That didn't show up in any of this Neil Sean video, but showed up in my mind. How valuable would a public apology be to the Princess of Wales, to the royals? Would it help? Doesn't look like it. Two of Cups in reverse, no. It doesn't look like it would do what is required because it's the breakup card. Still, there would be separation, there would be animosity even between the two parties. It doesn't look. The other way of reading that card, but it's just a whisper of energy, is that until there's an apology, there cannot be a reconciliation. There is that. But more dominant for me energetically is, nah, apology is not going to do it. It's not going to do it now. It's too late. Ouch. Would he ever be able to do it? Would it occur to him to do it? Would he be allowed by the claw to go and grovel? I know that some psychics have seen from the year dot, from basically when they exited, that at some stage Harry would make a groveling apology to the British public more than to the British royals. Would he do it? Would he be allowed to do it? Or Nine of Cups. Too entitled, too smug, too full of himself, too self-satisfied to do it, to debase is the wrong word, but humiliate himself. It's still not the right word, it's not the word I'm looking for, but he would view it as humiliation. He would view it as demeaning himself, and why do that? He hasn't done anything wrong. He's entitled to whatever he's got, and it doesn't bode well. It's very sad. It's very, very sad. We are in a situation where a similar kind of energy is going on, and yeah, you realize that the person involved never going to see it anyone else's way, never going to actually make amends. Doesn't look like Harry is capable of seeing it anyone else's way or making amends. Doesn't look like the apology would actually be worth anything now. Anyway, that is really sad. My opinion, of course, my energy reading. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow.